אוכיל על הקל, אכל פניו.
This time period of Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, that bridge Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, has always had a certain sense of urgency in the Jewish people tradition. The Gemara in Rosh Hashanah tells us that tzaddikim immediately on Rosh Hashanah, they are sealed for life. Those who are righteous have nothing to worry about. Immediately they're put in life. The Rishayim, those who are wicked, immediately lamisa. But the Beinoni, those people that experience spiritual ups and downs, that vacillate back and forth in their performance and inability to perform in their avodas Hashem, they have to now put themselves in a certain place. They have to do the following. Im asa tshuva, if they do tshuva, then in fact they'll be forgiven, they'll be with the tzaddikim. Im lo asa tshuva chas v'sholom, they'll end up with the Rishayim. And as such, there's always been a distinctive quality during this time of surveying our past deeds, reflecting on our actions and on our inactions, trying to figure out where it is that we can be better, asa tshuva. In truth, however, it's not just an element of tshuva that is reflecting on the past. There should also be an element that projects forward. And not just in the sense of Kabbalah la'atid, to not do the chait again. A different type of projection forward. In the Torah, we find already a mention of the Aseret Yemei Teshuvah. Where do we find that concept? It's with regards to the mitzvah of Yovel. The Shanat Yovel, the Shnat HaChamishim, starts on Rosh Hashanah. And during this year, the slaves go free. However, the slaves don't go free on Rosh Hashanah. The slaves actually go free on Yom Kippur. It is again those 10 days, the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, where they are not yet leaving the company of the master, and yet they're no longer slaves. What happens during those 10 days? The Gemara tells us, and the Rambam brings it down as well, they're ochel, shote, atarot beroshehem, they sit, they eat, they drink, they visualize themselves as free men. To send them back into free society without first giving them some sort of liminal space where they can transition, where they can visualize what it is that they'll do with their freedom, is dangerous. They may revert back to that life they had before slavery. They may be unable to escape the slave mentality. You have to give them the space whereby they can project, to show the capacity for freedom, affirm his capacity to be a free person, what it is that he can accomplish. In the same way, perhaps, that too is part of the Aseret Yemei Teshuvah Avoda. That too is what we have to do during these 10 days. Not just reflect on our past, but project forward and visualize. Rabbanit Yemima Mizrahi calls these 10 days not Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, but Aseret Yemei Teshuka. 10 days of pining towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu, telling HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I want to be next to you. I can envision myself being close to you. I can envision myself as a tzaddik. One of the halachas of the Aseret Yemei Teshuvah, to not eat pat akum, is exactly this. We're putting our best foot forward, showing that we have the capacity for spiritual growth. We project forward and visualize. When we visualize, it helps us to then experience and to then follow through and be the better versions of ourselves. Imagination is key. Visualization is key. Reuven Gonzalez is an Olympian that competed in 4 decades of Olympics, from 1988 to 2010. What was his secret? Visualization. When he was a young boy, he wrote to Sports Illustrated and said, how is it that a man can become compete in the luge in the Winter Olympics? They send him a picture of what he called the luge man. And he hung that picture next to his bed, and he says, every night before I went to sleep, I saw the luge man. Every night when I woke up, I saw the luge man. I always visualize myself as the luge man. And sure enough, 4 decades of Olympics. Okay, who cares about the Olympics? Here we're talking about the spiritual capacity. If we envision ourselves as tzaddikim, if we tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu, yes, I can be my spiritual best, I know what that looks like, then sure enough, Be'ezrat Hashem will also be able to accomplish it. May we merit during these Aseret Yemei Teshuka to visualize a grand version of ourselves and then follow through, get closer and closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and be put in the book of Chaim im HaTzadikim. Chag Sameach L'Kulam K'tiva V'Chatima Tova.
לאדם